In the peaceful town of Asheville, North Carolina, where mountains hugged the horizon and fresh breezes carried the scent of pine trees, lived a woman named Laura Mitchell. Laura was 36 years old, a high school English teacher known for her kindness, patience, and the natural warmth that made students and friends alike feel at ease around her. She lived with her husband, Peter Mitchell, a hard-working architect who often had to travel to different cities for his projects. Their home was cozy, painted in light blue with a wraparound porch and surrounded by flowering plants that Laura loved tending to in the evenings. Laura and Peter didn't have children of their own yet, but their house always felt alive with the laughter of nieces, nephews, and the children of close friends who often visited. One Friday afternoon, Laura received a call from her best friend, Emily Carter, who sounded slightly stressed. Emily explained that she had to travel suddenly for work that weekend and asked Laura if her teenage son, Ryan, could stay with her for 2 days. Ryan was 16, responsible, kind-hearted, and someone Laura had known since he was a little boy. Laura immediately agreed, assuring Emily that Ryan would be safe and welcome in her home. When Friday evening arrived, Ryan showed up with his small duffel bag and a polite smile. Laura greeted him warmly, offering him a hug as she had done since he was young. "Make yourself at home, Ryan," she said cheerfully. He thanked her, set his bag in the guest room, and soon they were sitting in the living room, catching up about school, sports, and life in general. Laura noticed how much Ryan had grown, taller now, more mature in his words, and she felt proud as though he were her own nephew. That night, Peter was away on a business trip, so Laura and Ryan had dinner together. She made spaghetti and garlic bread, and they laughed over funny stories from his school. After dinner, a storm rolled into Asheville, thunder rumbling in the distance and lightning flashing across the mountains. The power flickered once, and then the house went dark. Laura quickly lit candles and found a flashlight, while Ryan brought blankets to the living room. They decided to turn the blackout into a fun memory rather than a problem. Laura suggested they build a blanket fort, something she used to do with Ryan and Emily years ago when he was just a little boy. Ryan chuckled at the idea but happily joined in. Soon, the two of them had transformed the living room into a cozy fort filled with cushions, blankets, and the glow of flickering candles. Inside, they played board games, told stories, and shared laughter that filled the house. Laura realized how much she enjoyed these small, simple moments of connection. Moments that reminded her of family, love, and the bonds that last over time. As the storm continued outside, Laura noticed Ryan yawning. She encouraged him to rest in the fort while she read a book by flashlight. Ryan eventually drifted off to sleep, looking peaceful and safe, while Laura smiled softly, feeling grateful for the chance to care for him like family. The next morning, the storm had passed and sunlight streamed through the windows. Laura made pancakes for breakfast, and Ryan eagerly helped by pouring syrup and setting the table. They spent the day working in Laura's garden, where Ryan proved surprisingly skilled at helping with the flower beds. They laughed when he accidentally sprayed them both with the garden hose, and Laura appreciated his cheerful energy that brightened her usually quiet weekend. Later that afternoon, Laura took Ryan on a hike to a nearby trail she loved. They walked under tall trees, the forest floor damp from the rain, and talked about dreams, college, and the future. Laura shared advice about staying true to himself, working hard, and remembering the values his mother had taught him. Ryan listened intently, occasionally nodding, and Laura felt touched by the trust he placed in her words. That evening, as they returned home, they cooked dinner together. Grilled chicken with vegetables. Ryan insisted on helping with the cooking, and Laura guided him patiently, joking that she was turning him into a responsible adult. After dinner, they watched a family movie and enjoyed bowls of popcorn until sleepiness crept in again. On Sunday morning, Ryan and Laura cleaned up the house, folded the blankets from their fort, and prepared for Emily's return. When Emily finally arrived, she was relieved and grateful to see her son so happy and cared for. She hugged Laura tightly, thanking her for being not just a friend but more like family. Ryan smiled, telling his mom about their adventures, from the stormy night to the hike and all the laughter in between. As Emily and Ryan left, Laura stood on her porch, watching them drive away, her heart full of warmth. Though the weekend had started with an unexpected request, it ended with memories she knew she would cherish. She realized that sometimes life gives us small opportunities to connect, nurture, and create bonds that remind us of the beauty of family, even when it comes in different forms. That night, when Peter returned home, Laura recounted the whole story, and he listened with a smile, glad that his wife had filled her weekend with laughter and love rather than loneliness. Together, they sat on the porch under the clear night sky, grateful for the people in their lives who made their world brighter. And though Laura didn't know what future weekends would bring, she knew one thing for certain. Family isn't always about who lives under your roof, but about the love you share, the kindness you give, and the memories you create that last forever.